tone gonna be like, let's have at it. Shout out to Raider Tape Redemption brand with the hat. Shit is smooth. Let's get into it, because I know y'all looking for me. I seen it already. I heard they was looking for me. Good Lord have mercy. Ooh, I heard they was looking for me. Bruh. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? All right, listen. I know y'all looking for me. I know. I know what you're thinking. But listen, don't come in the chat telling me what I'm not going to do, okay? Don't jump in the chat. You say hello first. Don't jump in the chat and just be like, don't blame nothing on this, and don't tell me what to blame, okay? Jump in the chat, say hello, how are you? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I know, trust me, they looking for me. They looking for me. I don't hide from no smoke. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. What's up with you? Oh, my man, I know you talking about a car. Hello, how are you? Yeah, what's up? What's up? I know, man. Let's get into it, man. We let a couple more people get in here. I know y'all gonna have some shit to say. Trust me, I do too. I got some shit to say too. I'm out here. I ain't even getting no haircut this week. I'm out here looking dusty. First and foremost, everybody just relax. Everybody needs to relax. And make sure you hit the likes, man. We got 180 people in here already, only 40 likes. Make sure you hit the likes. I'm not going to be on here that long. But we got to relax, man. We got to fucking relax. I don't know what type of shit y'all be drinking that every time the Raiders lose a game, we have to like fucking implode. Like, we're not going undefeated. There are teams better than us, whether you like to admit it or not. And that's part of the issue to me. And before I even get into the comments, I'll read the chat. I'll try to do my best. I'm on my phone, so I can't see them very easy. It's okay. Part of the issue to me is that you guys put the expectations on the team as if they're actual reality or real expectations based on our situation. That's the problem for me. That's number one. We got to address that. Just because you think the Raiders should beat so-and-so team doesn't mean we actually should beat so-and-so team. All right? So you got to stop judging everything based on just your perspective of how you think this shit should go. Okay? Like me, I have my own opinions. And when I'm wrong on those opinions. But I don't get out of pocket and out of character based on something going differently than I thought they should. That's number one. Number two, it was already going to be a tough task to beat the Chargers. Chargers arguably have one of the best defenses we're going to face this year, especially when you talk about the defensive line. We don't never play the Chargers when they're healthy. They finally healthy. We saw them in the beginning of the year. We rusty as shit, right? It was going to be a tough ask anyway. That's two. Three, the same people that want to get on Derek Carr today, get rid of Derek Carr today, is the same people that was on his dick 2 weeks ago about, we're going to see MVP Derek Carr. Now, all of a sudden, after one game, you want to get him out of here. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's realistic. I don't know if that's fucking logical. Shit sounds emotional to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. Since you people out there want to predict the Raiders to win 14, 15 games because y'all smoke dope for a living, right? Since you want to say the Raiders are going to win 14, 15, 16 games, go to the Super Bowl, right? When that shit starts to look like it's not going to happen, you have to blame somebody. Because you can't just get on camera and say, oh, you know what, I was wrong. You can't just get in the comments and say, you know what, I was wrong. So what you got to do? You got to blame somebody to try to validate why your prediction is still correct. Oh, it's not my fault they're not winning 15 games. No, bitch, it's your fault that you thought they were going to win 15 games. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference in that. I go into the season and say, look, last year I said, look, this is a 9-8 team, 10-17. That's what they did. This year, the next year, I say we win 11 games. How are we only going to win 11 games when we're better than we were last year, and last year we won 10 games? It's like, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Now, getting to the issue y'all want to hear about, because you know all y'all want to do is to hear me talk about Derek Carr anyway. So let me take a little sip of the hen. Little sip of the hen dog. Get you right here. I don't think Derek Carr played that great today. I think Derek Carr played pretty bad football today in spots, right? Now, I saw a graphic posted a tweet and it said, no way around it, or let's face it, I don't want to misquote him, but it said something to the effect of Derek Carr looked like ass today. I don't disagree with that. But my thing is like, and somebody else said Derek Carr didn't look good today. I think Derek Carr looked good until he didn't. Right? Like, I thought Derek Carr looked good until he didn't. Right? He had some bad plays. Yes, absolutely. I'm not blaming anybody for that. Derek Carr has to be better with the football. Just because you got Devontae Adams does not give you the green light to just throw that shit anywhere you want. Right? But I also know what it looks like when you have a player that's just trying to do too much. Okay? We know the offensive line is not all that great. Right? And you know how we know the offensive line is not all that great? It's why they didn't run the ball that much in the first half. Now, when you see Derek Carr in empty sets, when that means they're going 5 wide receivers, it's empty set, you know they're trying to get the ball out quick. And every time they were able to get the ball out quick, the offense was able to move the ball. But the minute the defense made Derek Carr hold the ball for a second and third read, it did not look good. It did not look good, and you can blame whoever you want for that. That's just the facts. That's just the facts. So we got 380 people in here. Make sure you hit the likes. That's just the facts. I thought Josh Jacobs looked good. Right? But at the end of the day, it's like the speed in which some of these so-called fans flip on their players is just incredible to me. You'll hit the like when the Raiders win? Well, fuck out of here then. What the Raiders winning got to do with my like? I earned that shit. I didn't lose the damn game. But I just think the problem for me is that the people that have never played in between the white lines continue to try to dissect what's going on between the white lines. Right? Like, what are we talking about here? You get the first game of the year. You go against arguably one of the best defenses in the AFC. Not even arguably, they are one of the best defenses in the AFC. Arguably top 2 in the AFC. And all of a sudden, you don't get Hunter Renfrow involved. You don't get the running game going. Right? You target Devontae Adams 20 fucking times, maybe more. You don't really get Waller going. Guys, understand what's happening right now. That's a recipe for disaster. And disaster is what took place. But this how I look at it. Derek Carr probably couldn't have played no worse. And it was still a one-possession game. Now, with all that being said, I'd be remiss if I don't say, shout out to the defense. Shout out to the defense, because I feel like Derek Carr and the offense put them in bad spots. And I thought the defense did a hell of a job not to compound that. Because I tell you one thing that's very, 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 that stood out to me a lot. That stood out a lot to me. And that is, as a defensive coordinator, I always tell my players, we do not give up points after turnovers. That's like my number one thing as a defensive coordinator. No matter what the offense does, we do not give up points after turnovers. Unless you turn it over on the 1 yard line, then it's tough. Hold it to 3. So the fact that we had 3 interceptions by Derek Carr and they didn't score any points off of those interceptions, I got to applaud the defense. So all you bitch asses out there that's going to act like I don't say nothing nice about anybody but Derek Carr, make sure you screen record this and listen up clearly. I applaud the defense today. I applaud the defense's effort today. Right? Because the amount of times we turned the ball over and the amount of times we asked them to make plays and step up, they did. I thought Hobbs Goblin was terrifying. Nate Hobbs looked every bit of a fucking star defensive player in the NFL today. He looked every bit of that. Shout out to my man Clockwork Steves, man. Appreciate the super on the week 2. Let's learn from this one. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, we had our first high school game 3 weeks ago. We won 40-6, and I told everybody now that was like a game scrimmage to us. It's like a game scrimmage for me. Because I'm trying blitzes, I'm trying rushes, I'm trying pressures. I don't really know what's going to work yet, right? And I think Josh McDaniel was the same way. I think he's going out there with a certain script and certain plays, certain looks that he's getting into because he doesn't really know how things are going to look right now. They didn't play in the preseason. Hey, Sean, appreciate the super. Love Carr, but he cost us today. It's clear he has zero faith in the O-line. If we don't improve the O-line, it's going to be a long year, and Carr can't just lock in on Devontae. I believe with most of that. I believe with the majority of that. KJ Hendricks, what's good? What's good? I agree with the majority of that. I don't think Derek Carr doesn't have faith in the offensive line. I think that that's a cop-out. I don't think Josh McDaniels has faith in the offensive line. He put out there 4 different combinations of offensive linemen. Right? And you got to understand, like, you got to give the Chargers a little bit of credit here. Like, you can't just blame this solely on what the Raiders didn't do. It's also what the Chargers did. The Chargers had a great game plan. The Chargers had a great game plan. And when you think about the coverage downfield, outside of Devontae, everybody else was getting covered up pretty well. So what I'm saying to you is that you can say Carr panics, but as a quarterback, you have an internal clock. And when you get off a target onto a next one, you're going to speed up a little bit. Right? Virgil, appreciate the super. I think we need to get Williams and Sue before they land back in Vegas. What do you think? I think we definitely need some help interior defensive line. I didn't think the interior of the defensive line looked good. You can see that they were able to run the ball up the middle pretty effectively. So, yeah, I would say we need to address that. We definitely need to address that. I just think that everybody needs to calm down. Make sure you hit them likes while you're in here, too. While you calming down, hit them damn likes. Also, hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. But I think everybody just needs to relax a little bit. Just relax a little bit. A couple of those throws today, Carr wasn't even able to step up. He was throwing them shits all arm. That's not an excuse. That's a fact of what was happening. All right, now. Another issue I'm having with the Kardashians out here this week is that the same shit you're killing Derek Carr for today is the same shit y'all was killing him for last year. So if you thought Derek Carr was going to play MVP football because he has Devontae Adams, what, you thought he was going to be more mobile in the pocket? You thought he wasn't going to panic as much in the pocket? You thought he wasn't going to fumble? You thought he wasn't going to turn the ball over? Right? I just don't understand. I don't understand. He's the same fucking guy. He's the same fucking guy that got us to the playoffs last year with no supporting cast. So my whole thing is, look, did Derek Carr play a good game today? No. He didn't. But I don't really necessarily like the game plan either. I didn't like the scheme. I didn't like that Renfro wasn't involved. I didn't like that Derek Carr was force-feeding Devontae. I think Derek Carr is so used to, and it's not an excuse. This is just my opinion right here. I think Derek Carr is so focused on. I think Derek Carr is so not used to having multiple weapons. He doesn't know how to fucking scan that shit. Like, he's only used to being able to lock on one guy. When it was Cooper, it was Cooper. When it was Jared Cook, it was Jared Cook. Right? When it was fucking Aguilar, it was Aguilar. When it was Renfro, it was Renfro. When it was Waller. Now it's Devontae. He has to definitely do a better job. There's no fucking doubt about it. But y'all need to shut the hell up. All this bitching about, I don't want to hear no excuses for him. Nobody's going to make no excuses for him. Slick Rick, appreciate the super. Doom and gloom fans, we should trade for Burrow. Oh, relax. Appreciate the super, though. Relax. There's 500 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the likes. When it was Crabtree, Exactly. I think he just needs to do better, and I think he will do better. I think McDaniels will do better. I think, guys, they're professionals. Their job is to actually go out there, right, play the game, then learn from what they did and adjust to it, make the adjustments. Why don't you think they can do that? Everybody praised Josh McDaniel in the preseason. Oh, my God, I can't wait. Josh McDaniels is going to bring us to the promised land. You were praising Derek Carr. You was praising everybody. After one game, y'all gonna bitch up? Y'all gonna bitch up after one game? Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better, yo. No, vibe. We didn't underestimate the Chargers. Who? Who thought? Yo, honestly, if you honestly bet the Chargers were gonna lose this game to the Raiders, you were a fool. You were a fool. I understand being a fan. Sarcasm is tough for some. It's kind of hard to read sarcasm, bro. It's hard to read sarcasm. Like, come on, I don't know you. Like, I don't know how you talk. I just don't think the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders. First of all, we didn't do enough to win the game. We didn't deserve to win the game. I thought the defense played well. I thought the defense played well, especially when you talk about Trayvon Merritt going down, having some issues back there in the secondary. I thought the defense looked pretty good. Now it doesn't look like the type of defense that I'm totally comfortable with, but I will give them their just due. I'll give them the credit. I thought the defense played well today. The defense played good enough for us to win. And Shadow X, I'm not gonna sit here and agree all 6 of those sacks were on Derek Carr. Like, you sound dumb. You sound dumb, bro. Like, all 6 sacks were on Derek Carr? Come on, bro. He's going against fucking Bosa, Khalil Mack, and Derwin James. Like, how can you say every sack was on him? So you're not going to give no credit to the defense. You're not going to give no credit to Bosa being good, to Mack being good, to Derwin James being good, for Asante Samuel being good. You're not going to give no credit to nobody else. You just want to sit here and blame Derek Carr for getting sacked 6 times. That's why I don't respect the opinion of some people. Jay, I appreciate the super. It's week 1. Teams are rusty, like the Rams lost. With all those weapons on offense and defense, Raiders will make adjustments and learn from this game. Absolutely. Appreciate the super. Absolutely. Who said Mac was washed? Yo, don't come in here quoting other motherfuckers in my chat. Like, I never said Mac was washed. Like, come on, bro. Sean, appreciate the super. Every game in the AFC West will be a coin flip. Carr ain't going to play like this all that often. And we still only lost by 5. But the whole offense needs to do better, including McDaniels. I agree. Trade Carr? You're bugging. You're the same guy that wanted Marcus Mariota to start last year, probably. Carr was off. I don't think Carr played well. But I mean, guys, like, I just think it's more than that. It's more than that. If you mean to tell me the only way the Raiders can win a game is if Derek Carr plays great, then to me that means there's more issues with the team than you're admitting. Because Derek Carr should be able to have an off game and still win games. So if you're telling me that in order for this team to win, Derek Carr has to be great, well, goddamn. How could you expect him to be great if you think he sucks at the same time? Come on, yo. Honcho, be real. We had every chance to win this game. Carr's accuracy is what cost us this game. And no, I'm not a Carr hater. You can say Carr's accuracy cost us this game. I won't argue with that. But to act like there's not a reason for his inaccuracy would be stupid. That's all I'm saying. It'd be ignorant to act like he was inaccurate in a clean pocket. Right? It'd be irresponsible to say that he was inaccurate for any other reason than the fucking Chargers defense. Carr threw 3 picks. That's not on him. Nobody said nothing about his 3 picks. Like, I don't know if I need to put this shit in subtitles. Like, I'm clearly saying what I'm saying. Like the fact that some of y'all are actually bitching about the first game of the season against arguably one of the top 3 teams in the AFC is like mind-blowing to me. Nobody thought the offensive line was good. Stop letting Sanjeet convince you that the offensive line is good. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? G6, explain. Like, explain to me. I'm trying to understand. I didn't think Rock Ya-Sin looked that good. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, the thing about it is like, you want transparency and you want honesty. But if I honestly told you that on paper, outside of Devontae Adams, like, the Chargers have a better fucking roster. Now, as good as that defense is, understand this: we have no interior defensive line presence, right? So if Justin Herbert is the type of quarterback that wants to step up in the pocket, and you're not bringing any pressure this way, you're not forcing him to Max Crosby, you're not pushing him to Chandler Jones, like, you're not. You're not. So when you want to talk about the defense being great, the defense I thought was good in the back end. But at the end of the day, if you're not getting no pressure up the middle and taking a quarterback off of his spot, I mean, Justin Herbert looked comfortable the whole game. Come on now. He was standing there all fucking day to throw the ball. Not to take anything away from the defense, but if we're going to call a spade, call a spade on both ends. Derek Carr, it could be two things. It don't have to be exclusive. Derek Carr could have played like shit, and we still didn't get no pressure on Justin Herbert. Two things can exist. AJ, appreciate the super. Was disappointed in the defense today, but realized that Merrick, Everett, and Perryman got injured mid-game. Carr forced the ball. Run game was weak. Always appreciate your passion and blatant realism, Honcho. Hey, I appreciate that, and I agree. But it's like if you sit here as a Derek Carr supporter and even mention any discrepancy with any other part of the football team, they automatically think you're just making excuses and defending Derek Carr. Your franchise quarterback needs to make plays with his legs sometimes. When the fuck does Tom Brady make plays with his legs? When did Peyton Manning make plays with his legs? Like, don't give me that bullshit. Derek Carr is just as immobile as he was last year. Derek Carr is just as immobile as he was when Devontae Adams signed. So y'all thought that the quarterback that wasn't mobile, the quarterback that panics in the pocket, the quarterback that has the most fumbles and turnovers in the last few years of any starting quarterback, all of a sudden those things didn't exist because he got a good wide receiver? How stupid does that sound? How stupid does that sound? That's like me being 4'11" and hiring all these people to show me how to dunk and act like I'm not still fucking 4'11". How does that sound? How does that fucking sound? I may appreciate the super. Ziggler needs to get on the phone and sign Darrell Williams, bring in Sue, sign OBJ. Why not? Good red zone target. We got to address these issues ASAP. I don't disagree with that. Appreciate the super. I mean, look, I'm sure they picked the phone up and made the calls. How much confidence you have in Josh McDaniels' offensive play calling? I'm okay. It's the first game, man. It's the first game. I'm not gonna. I just don't feel like I need to reevaluate anything because honestly, the difference between me and some fans is that I don't make any decisions or predictions with my heart. Like, as much as I love the Raiders and love Derek Carr and love Josh Jacobs and love Devontae, it doesn't blind. It's not it doesn't blind me to the reality of what the situation is. And the reality of the situation is that offensive line didn't look that good to me in the preseason. Okay, Honcho, so what do the Raiders do now? Do we wait for our O-line to develop, and do we sign? Also, what do we do with our interior D-line? I just think that you have to accept that the offensive line is going to struggle, and they have to gel together, and they have to get more time on tension, and they have to step up. Right? If you're going to ask Derek Carr to step up, I'm 100% okay with that. And I agree with that. But tell the offensive line they have to step up. Tell the interior defensive line they have to step up. If you're going to talk shit about Derek Carr getting paid millions of dollars, well, so does the fucking defensive line. So does the offensive line. Could be worse. Niners lost to the Bears. That's whack. Appreciate that, brother. Too resilient. Appreciate the super. 6 sacks. Shake my head. 3 interceptions. And we still had a shot at the end. Trust we're good. I think we're going to be okay. Charm City, what's up with it, my boy? Carr is trash. It's time to accept it. He's trash. So was he trash before this game or after this game? Because some of y'all was on his dick talking about he was going to throw for 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns. And now because you were wrong in your prediction because you're a fucking idiot, now it's because he's trash. He's trash? He's trash? Come on, man. Come on, yo. Edwin, appreciate the super. It's clear that Derek Carr was not in midseason form with no preseason. I pray, though, that's the only case and not the same old Derek Carr. Nah, I think Derek Carr was just off today. He had an off day. And an off day, it might not always just be he had an off day. It might also be the defense was fucking good. He always been trash, accepted. He's always been trash, but no coaches that have come in have gotten rid of him. But he's always been trash. Y'all just sound crazy to me. He always been trash. If he always been trash, then why do y'all expect him to win any games? Come on now. I mean, that first drive, Derek Carr took him all the way down the fucking field. Yeah, he missed Darren Waller in the end zone. I wish we had that one back. The brother Mace, appreciate another Superman. They say Carr is trash, but ignore Miller struggling all game and no pass rush. We have fake fans, bro. It's nuts. They play Madden once and think they know. You know what it is? It's not even that they're fake fans. It's just that they're uneducated fans on the game of football. Not uneducated in school. I'm not trying to say you're stupid or anything like that. But some of y'all just don't really know how football works. And you just look at the guy who's throwing the ball. You don't look at nothing else. Dondo, appreciate the super. O-line got to figure it out. DC will adjust to the new offense. He got to stop forcing no Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs a fucking monster. Nate Hobbs a monster. 2 interceptions could arguably be Adams and Renfro's fault. Nah, you know what? I'm going to put those interceptions on Carr. Because I feel like both of those were forced throws. I feel like both of them were forced. But the thing is like, I just feel like you guys use Derek Carr as a scapegoat because, 1, it's easy to do. 2, it's popular. So you'll have people on the internet that agree with you that make you feel better about your opinion. Right? That's just really what it comes down to. Why did we shy away from the run? I think we shied away from the run because I feel like Josh McDaniels has a lot of confidence in Derek Carr to move the ball downfield with his arm. And I think that's what they were looking for today. And when they were able to do that successfully, things looked great. But at the end of the day, you went to the well one too many times. He threw 3 picks. I mean, come on, bro. Get over it. I need my flowers about being right about Carr. I told y'all. What you told us? Our O-line is better at run blocking than pass blocking. Could be. Under throws, 1 to Waller, 2nd. Yeah. I mean, you're saying he under. I thought he threw a bad ball. The one in the end zone. Justin, appreciate the sticker. I feel like the one he threw in Tampa 2 against the Tampa 2 coverage, he just shouldn't have threw the ball. Whether it was underthrown or overthrown doesn't matter. I just don't like the decision. Because when you think about it, Waller's running across the middle linebacker that's dropping. But if it's Tampa 2, you also know there's a safety on the other side. So you got a linebacker here and a safety here, right here. Only place to throw it was here, and that's where he threw it, but it was right there. So I just don't like the decision. It was just a bad decision in my opinion. Nate Hobbs is a stud. You can stop spamming the comments. Carr can't hang with Mahomes and Herbert. That's why the contract is structured the way it is. I mean, if that's the case, then that's the case. If that's what you think, make sure you hit the likes, though. I'm disgusted by y'all patting yourselves on the back for Carr's struggles. Yeah, it's kind of weird. What would it take for the Raiders to move from Carr? It's definitely not going to take one game. Spotlight, what's up, bro? Appreciate the super. 13 rushing attempts in a whole game is not enough, bro. I agree, man. I agree. And shout out to Spotlight, man. If you haven't already, subscribed to his channel, yo, and support whatever he got going on, yo. Andrew, appreciate the super. What did you think of the play calling overall? I don't necessarily have an issue with the play calling in general. I thought we should have got the run game going a little more. I thought we relied on Carr a little too much, considering we don't like the offensive line. I just think it was just a matter of time before shit was going to hit the fan with the pressure they were putting on Carr. It's just not the way you want to see Carr playing in a game, is with that pocket collapsing like that, because he's not a run-first guy. He's probably not even a run-second guy. But at the end of the day, that's what we already know of our quarterback. We already know our quarterback is not that mobile. Not in the terms of his ability, but in terms of his thought process. You know what I mean? The defense kept us in the game. I think the defense kept us in the game, but, I mean, the defense didn't score no touchdowns. The defense, didn't get any interceptions. So, yeah, the defense kept us in the game. That's their fucking job. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, the defense did what they were supposed to do. You know what I mean? The ball needs to come out way faster. Yeah, but the thing is that when you have route concepts that are downfield, the ball can't come out faster. That's what I mean when I say football IQ with some of y'all, because it's like, you want the ball to come out faster, but if the fucking route is 20 yards downfield, the ball don't come out fast. So you guess what you have to do? You have to block longer. That's what we couldn't do today. We couldn't block long enough for Carr to get to a second and third read. That's why he was forcing it to the first one. That's not an excuse. We didn't get any pressure. We got zero pressure on Herbert. Zero. Zero pressure. You really thought y'all could compete with no defense compared to the Chargers? Yo, Don, you a bitch. Charm City, I agree, man. Most people don't know shit about football. They just know what other YouTube people tell them that probably didn't play football. No shade, no shade. Yo, Honcho, what should the Raiders do with those 20 mil? I mean, look, it depends what the Raiders. It depends what the Raiders feel their window is. If it this year, is it next year? Like, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. But all I know is what I'm thinking. And what I'm thinking is that offensive line looked what I thought it was going to look like. Actually, as bad as the offensive line looked, they look better than I thought they was going to look against that type of D-line. I say that. I'll say that. But goddamn, I saw Sanjeet post 6 sacks on Derek Carr. How many of those were actually on Derek Carr? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Now we blame the quarterback? So, all right, let me understand this. There's a thing in football where it's like there's a pressure sack. That's when the pressure gets to the quarterback. There's also another type of sack that is called a coverage sack. That means there's not a lot of pressure, but the coverage is good, makes you hold the ball longer until the pressure gets to you. So you mean to tell me, Sanjeet, that none of those sacks were coverage sacks? They were all because Derek Carr just happened to be holding the ball too long. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And this probably my last year on YouTube. So look, I'm telling you right now, I'm lighting everybody up. Justin, appreciate the super. The Adams interception. Adams was open, but Derek skied it and underthrew it. Been guilty of this myself. Horrible feeling, especially when it was a walk-in touchdown. Look, I don't disagree with you with that. But the one thing I will say is that Devontae Adams could at least try to jump for the motherfucker. The person who intercepted it jumped. He didn't jump. Raider Quan, appreciate the super. I don't know why we abandoned the run in the fourth. Shit, I don't know what the fuck your last sentence say. But I will say, I don't know why we got away from the run. I thought we should have did more of that. But I guess being down 2 possessions is kind of hard. They're not panicking after. Nobody's panicking after week 1. What the people in the chat are doing is what they always do. Bitching. That's what it come down to, bitching. This is what they do. You'll bitch about something long enough to where you get used to it, and you'll just bitch about something else. But the thing you initially bitched about never changed. So this is what happens. You bitched about Derek Carr being a terrible quarterback, and then got Devontae Adams, and it was like deodorant. You forgot that your opinion was Derek Carr was a terrible quarterback. Now we lose a game, and guess what? Oh, go back to bitching about Derek Carr being a terrible quarterback. Come on, man. 3 picks, 3 fumbles, panic, 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 panic. Come on, rate it. Ain't no panicking. Christopher, appreciate the $10 donation. Thank you so much. As a QB, I agree with you that Adam should have come back to it. Always on the receiver. Yeah, I feel you. I play quarterback too. It's not always on the receiver. What I'm saying is it almost looked like Devontae Adams lost the ball in the lights like a center fielder at a baseball game in a dome. He looked like he had no idea where the ball was. Raider Quan, you think rookies, Mumford and Parham remain starters? I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. I would have to go back and actually watch it. I wasn't paying too much attention of which guys were in there on the line. I was just trying to make sure my link worked for the game because I'm in New Jersey trying to watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? Laney, what's up? But yeah, like, Devontae Adams is the perfect deodorant for some of you fickle fans to think, all of a sudden, we're Super Bowl contenders now. Even though the offensive line is probably worse than it was last year. Right? Come on now. I don't like the swapping out of the O-line. I don't like the swapping out of the O-line either, but that makes me feel like they're probably trying to see what they got so they can go get something else. You're going to say, so you mean to tell me Tom Brady can sidestep pressure? So you've never seen Derek Carr escape pressure? Actually, it was a third down play today where he hit Renfro where he was under a massive amount of pressure. I don't think Mumford's that bad because I'm a Michigan fan. I've seen Mumford play with Ohio State. The Raiders aren't Super Bowl contenders until proven otherwise, but who thought they were? Who thought the people were? Who thought that they were actual Super Bowl contenders this year? And I don't want to hear none of this shit about, oh, you're so negative. You're from New Jersey. You're not a real Raiders fan. That ain't got shit to do with it. That ain't got shit to do with it. At the end of the day, there's certain people that can think logically, and there's certain people that think emotionally. Well, I'm fucking cold-blooded because I am from New Jersey. Concrete fucking jungle. So I don't think emotionally. If I thought that way, I'd probably be dead already. This shit is logical for me. The team went 10-7 last year, backed into the playoffs. All of a sudden, they add a wide receiver, no interior D-line help, no offensive line help. You got rid of our most talented cornerback, and all of a sudden I thought we're a Super Bowl team now? Now look, you might hate me, you might like me, you might be indifferent. And one thing you're gonna be known is that I'm consistent on the fact that I call it like I see it. Not how I want to see it, not how I thought I saw it, the way I actually fucking see it. Adams is a dog. That don't mean Carr's a cat. That shit funny though. Sebastian, what's up with it? I'm in here just battling. It out. The whole fan base thought they was contenders, not me. What the fuck? Sarkis, appreciate the super. I should have been more specific. On 3rd and 3, at the end of the game, the ball should have come out faster. That's all, bro. It's a team loss. Okay. No. I agree with you. The black legend. Something tells me you're not a legend. Christopher, appreciate the super. Starters didn't play preseason. I too put all our call plays yet. Put out all our call plays yet. Long season still take a shot on me, bro. I appreciate that. That's all I got left. My shit is a shot. That last shot of Henny be musty, boy. Shit. Who are my Super Bowl picks? I don't know because I don't give a fuck about no other teams. I don't. That's why y'all be killing me when you be like, we got to get the third string lineman from the fucking Baltimore Ravens. I'm like, who? How the fuck do y'all know the players of the other teams like that? You're not impressed with Diablo? I told you I wasn't. Look. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can waive me, injury reserve me, trade me. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about the Honch. I keep it consistent. I told y'all I was not happy with the linebacker core. I was not happy with getting rid of Trayvon Mullen. Because to me, Rocky Ya-Sin is not that guy. He's not. I actually like Everett better. But Nate Hobbs played like a fucking man possessed today. Nate Hobbs is a dog. My man called me Henry Honcho. That's crazy. That's crazy. He called me Henry Honcho. You think they're a contender easily? Who do you like us to bring in? Look. I'm okay if we don't bring anybody in. That's the thing. Is I'm not hitting the panic button. I'm not breaking the glass and hitting the button that says panic alert. Shit is over. I'm not doing that. I'm okay with identifying that our offensive line is not going to be one of the best and our defensive interior is not one of the best. It doesn't mean we can't win games. We played like dog shit today and lost by 5 points to a team that to me is closer to a Super Bowl than we are. So that tells me, hey, keep your head down, keep fucking working, keep getting better. Your quarterback's 30 years old. Keep getting better. I'm hitting the panic button on this offensive line. Nah, don't do that yet. There's no point to do that yet. There's no point to do that. And even though Carr played a bad game, I'm still dropping my live series this week, Caping for Carr, Season 1, Episode 1, probably Tuesday Night Live. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to get some links out there to some people, have them join the show and, talk. I know they're going to talk crazy. Yo, who's the heck keep putting these damn lightning bolts in here? If one of my mods don't get them the fuck out of here. These fans don't want to hear the truth. They never want to hear the truth. They want a bedtime story with some fucking warm milk and a cookie before bed. Get them tucked in nice so they can have sweet dreams. Logan Singleton, tough L to start the season? Nah. It was an ugly game, man. It was an ugly game for me. It was an ugly game. Look. And this is a comment of, look, Darren says O-line affected Carr's Carr's performance. I would actually say the defensive line affected Carr's performance. Like, why do we not give the defense any credit for how our offense produced? That's what I will never understand. And I'm not disagreeing with you. But before I blame the offensive line, I have to give credit where credit is due. Well, if the offensive line couldn't block, how can I not give any credit to the defensive line that they couldn't block? Bolt gang all the way. First of all, bolt and gang is an oxymoron. That should never go together. That sounds like the softest gang I ever heard in my life. Bolt gang? Yeah, okay. You sound like the minimum wage workers at Home Depot. Fucking bolt gang. What the fuck is that? And the game was only close because the Raiders defense stepped up in opportune times. And I do think we have an opportunistic defense. I like our defense. And I've been on the record saying I like our defense. I just don't like certain areas of our defense. I think we could do better. But Patrick Graham is so creative. With his personnel. He can scheme production where you don't get it talent-wise. He can scheme production. He said Bolt Gang. What the fuck is that? I will single-handedly beat... Yeah. Derek Carbage today. He didn't play great. Honcho smoked Sanjeev's boots. He's saying some BS. I don't got time for that shit. I like Sanjeev. Me and Sanjeev will never disagree personally. We just disagree professionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is what it is. People that made very bad predictions going into this season have to blame somebody other than themselves for those terrible predictions, those terrible takes, right? Like, that's what it comes down to. That's what it fucking comes down to. Ty, appreciate the super. 3rd and 3, Carr didn't run nor give it to Jacobs. I mean, yeah, I don't know why you sent $199 to tell me that. I saw it. But yeah, you're right. I don't have a problem with Sanjeev. I just think that some people made predictions based on things they didn't see. Based on things they try to see. Like for me, like how I treat people, if you show me your true colors, I don't try to repaint them to something I want to see. The Raiders showed me their true colors in the preseason when they didn't bring in no fucking offensive linemen. When they didn't fucking bring in a defensive interior. When Josh McDaniels said, I'm good with our offensive line and whoever else we have on the practice squad. Oh, shit. I heard him. I heard what he said. And you know what y'all did? Oh, he's just saying that because he wants to throw everybody off. He doesn't want nobody to know what he's thinking. Bitch, I heard what he was thinking. The best offense on paper, that's what I saw. You did not see that. You did not fucking see the best offense on paper. Because if you saw the best offense on paper, you would not have, you must have not thought, like you must have thought this was 7-on-7, where they don't play with no fucking line. Because if you had Devontae, Renfro, Waller, Jacobs, Carr, and 2 other motherfuckers, yeah, they might have the best offense. The whole Chargers fan base in the chat, what's that, like 4 people? Mario, what's your take on Abrams? I thought Abrams played well. And I love that. I love the way Patrick Graham is using him. Pablo, what I think is interesting. All these crybabies, please don't be on DC's nuts next week when we rebound. And the crazy part is they was on his nuts when we got the ball back. Like, oh, yeah, let's go. It's like, how do you continue to shit on somebody, and then the minute he puts us in a different listen. There are people out there that hate Derek Carr, right? But will buy Derek Carr merch just so it looks like they don't hate Derek Carr. That's how fucking sick y'all are, right? There are people that don't like Derek Carr, thinks he sucks, but will say, oh, I think this Derek Carr's here to be an MVP. That way, they can kind of hedge their opinion and their bets to say, oh, I'm not a Derek Carr hater. I even said he might win MVP. Yeah, you said it, but you didn't believe it. You just said the shit. That's how sick the Raider Nation is sometimes. There's motherfuckers right now with Derek Carr jerseys on that don't think Derek Carr is good. But just so they don't look like a hater, even though that's what you fucking are, but so you don't look like a hater, you'll be like, if I thought Derek Carr was ass, would I have his jersey? You're wearing his jersey just in case the motherfucker does good. Just in case he wins the game. So you can say, oh, I had the Derek Carr jersey, I wasn't a hater. Right? That's really what it comes down to. Crujo? I don't know if that's your name. Yo, kid, what's the excuse? Ain't no excuse. What's your excuse of paying $1.99 to talk to a motherfucker that wouldn't talk to you in real life? All right, bet. I'll wait. Keep it real. Does DC suck or our O-line suck? Well, Derek Carr doesn't suck. Derek Carr has had 37 coaches, and every one of them kept him. So, no, I don't think he sucks. I don't think our offensive line sucks. I think we played a team that was fucking better than us. Why can that never be the conversation? I think we played a team that was better than us. Overall offense, defense, special teams, we played okay, but our O-line was horrible. Rick, appreciate the super. I don't think our O-line was horrible. I just think that when the defense gets you in obvious passing downs, they can run different plays and they can put more pressure on you. And I think that's what the Raiders have to do a better job of, is not getting into 3rd and long situations. Because I'm a defensive guy. If I put you in a situation where I know you have to throw the ball, my playbook opens up and I can really fuck you up. So I feel like we were a little predictable in the terms of when we had to throw it and when we didn't have to throw it. And I think that helped the defensive line be able to pin their ears back and get more pressure on us. All right. Logan says, I don't get people in this chat sometimes. Is the QB not allowed to have a bad game? Can the guy not both play bad and still be really good? No, he can't. He can't. Not Derek Carr. He can't. And this is the shit that be like, oh, I support Derek Carr when he does good. Bitch, that's not support. Support is supporting the guy even when he could have played better. I support you. I believe in you. It's not fucking belief if you only do it when I'm doing good. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I support Derek Carr. I say when he has a good game. Bitch, you supposed to. But when he has a bad game, it's like, nah, yo, see, I told you he was trash. Okay, so he can have 8 good games in a row. He have a bad game and he's trash? Stop playing with me. Who were your standouts on defense? Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs looked like just a different type of being out there. Nate Hobbs looks like what I wish I was when I played football. God damn, Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs got the worst fucking hair in the NFL. God damn it, but he can play some ball. Hey, Bear, appreciate the Super Chargers fans. Do anything. Walk through San Diego with the Raiders jersey and ran my mouth and nobody said anything. Raiders fans also are, I don't know what that says. Eagles and Cowboys fans, unfortunately. I don't know what that's. Oh, or like. I'm saying very much like Eagles and Cowboys fans, unfortunately. That is unfortunate if that's the truth. But I'm not surprised if you walked around with a Raiders jersey on, a bunch of Chargers fans, and they didn't do shit. They probably offered to buy you some shit. Aaron, appreciate the super. Shouldn't everyone wait to see how other teams play the Chargers before we go so hard on the Raiders? No, they don't. That would be logical. That would be logical. That would be too logical, Aaron. That'd be too logical. These motherfuckers is emotional. They're emotional. Derek Carr didn't play well today. But if you don't understand that there might be reasons of why that can happen, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Honcho, I blame it on the preseason. We should have played them. Get the rust. What's your thoughts? I mean, yeah, you could say they're rusty, but I mean, they're professionals. I think what it comes down to is this was a hostile game when you talk about Mac Bosa, Derwin James, Asante Samuel. They got some dogs over there. They got some dogs, man. And no matter how much you like Devontae and Waller and Renfro, at the end of the day, when you put a defense on the field and you give them opportunities to pin their ears back and blitz, like if I'm not afraid of Derek Carr running out of the pocket, well, then I can fucking blitz from any angle I want because I'm not afraid of him getting loose. You know what I'm saying? But the way the Raiders went down that first drive and the way they looked in that first drive after halftime, that shows me that it's in there. It's in there for them to be successful. Sometimes it's just getting outplayed. It's not rust. The sky isn't falling. The guys they play against get paid too. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, instead of saying Derek Carr played bad because he's a bitch, well, Derek Carr played bad because the Chargers are good. And I've already said he played bad. He's still a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Like, what are y'all talking about? Andre James went to the hospital. Josh got out coached today. I think that the Chargers just had a better game plan for us. I think we're a little more one-dimensional. When you don't have an offensive line that can just block zone and traps and counters and pass block, I think that allows the defense to just, they're at an advantage. And some people don't want to understand that. They don't want to listen. They want to think it's something like there's some secret formula. It's not. At the end of the day, I'm a defensive coach, right? And sometimes you'll be like, how do you stop wing T? How do you stop a spread offense? And then sometimes it's like, well, what do you do if they just have better players? You're going to lose. I tell y'all, it's not the X's and O's. It's the Jimmys and Joes. All right? The Jimmys and Joes is better than ours. Their Jimmys and Joes was better than our Jimmys and Joes when it came to that front line. Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack are better at their positions than our offensive line is at their positions. They're going to win those matchups. If they got to go head up 70 times, they're going to win 75% of the matchups. You get fumbles, you get interceptions. That's how it works. VA Raider fan, what's up with it? Much respect. Keep doing your thing, brother. I appreciate that super. Thank you for the $20. Appreciate that. VA, whew. I've been out there to Newport News, a.k.a. Bad News. Look, Virginia, I can't be out there no more. Ty Davis, starter should have played a little preseason. Maybe. Appreciate the super. Maybe. They said Joe Burrow threw 5 picks. That team is not better. We just didn't execute on back-to-back opportunities. But you don't think us not executing had to do with their defense? You don't think that? Oh, you in Hampton? Okay, that's a little different. You know what I'm saying? That's what you think? Like, you think that none of our struggles on offense had to do with their defense? None? Like, that just doesn't sound right. That sounds like you don't know nothing about football. Like, what are we talking about here? If our offense had nothing to do with their defense, then why would they say defense wins championships? Because you can take the best offense to go against the best defense, and the best defense might win that. Because the best offense might not look the best if they go against the best defense. And when you talk about Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa and Bosa on that side of the ball, You got to understand that their defense, if their front seven was better than our front five. I just don't understand. Question, you think on any of those sacks, Carr could at least try to get out and extend play? Yes, I do. I do. But Quentin, the thing is if you think that he could have gotten out and extended the play, that means you're admitting that there was pressure there. So what I'm saying to you is that why not give Chargers any credit for their pressure? Why not give them any credit for how their defense played? Why does it just automatically go to Carr? Why does the result always start and begin with Carr? That's the part I don't understand. Why does it always start and end with Carr? Nothing else. Honcho, Derek Carr wasn't the reason we lost. It was everybody else's fault we lost. Nah, I don't. Nah, stop. You trolling. I already said Carr didn't play well. So get off my dick. I already said that. Like, I mean, y'all just want to jump in the chat because you're like, oh, Honcho likes Derek Carr, so let me just tell him he don't blame Derek Carr for nothing. I'm definitely giving him credit, not one of them. Yeah, when I say why don't you do, I'm not talking about you, Quentin. I already know you actually have a fully functional brain. We have 11 Derek Carrs on the field, Honcho. I see that. Those picks was bad for a veteran. I mean, they were bad for anybody. We're not trying to defend the interceptions. We're not trying to defend the interceptions. But what I'm telling you is that historically, Derek Carr is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. Unless he's under pressure, no? Are we not going to say that? So if you're going to tell me that Derek Carr folds under pressure, then how can you not say there was pressure? Well, if there was pressure, well, then that means the defensive line were doing their job and the offensive line wasn't. Come on now. I'm STL Dane, please explain yourself. What do you mean, yes, I am? When did I defend any of Derek Carr's interceptions today? When did I? You don't even have to pay no money. I will smoke this shit for free. You don't have to pay no money. Tell me what you're talking about. When did I defend any of his interceptions today? When? When did I defend his interceptions? Dimitri, what's up, boy? Like, I never seen nothing like this. Like, Derek Carr folds under pressure. Wait, so pressure meaning the other team is about to hit him? Oh, okay. All right. But don't give the other team any credit, right? Who threw for more yards? I would say Herbert did. I'm pretty sure. Honcho is all mad. I don't get mad. This is my regular being. This is why I don't have a lot of friends. I'm just like this all the time. I'm waiting for STL to tell me how I was defending his interceptions. Kevin Wynn, what's up with it? Offense usually catches up with the defense after a few games historically. You know what? You're right about that. That's a good point. It's a little easier for the defense to come out fast and be more gel a little more in the beginning of the season. We lost to a good team, absolutely. Now I'm waiting for STL. Reese Rock, what's up with it? Our linebackers were bad. It's not that our linebackers was bad. It's that interior defensive line wasn't getting a lot of pressure, a lot of movement up there. It was putting our linebackers in a tough spot. Danny, good game, bro. Charger fan here. I was definitely on my toes the entire game. Yo, I appreciate the comment, but if you're a Charger fan, somebody show him the nearest exit. Get him the fuck out of here. Troy, appreciate the $2. I'm waiting for STL. Oh, I get it. STL had to go to another chat and hear somebody say something about me and then come back and tell me, okay, he don't got no thoughts of his own. Okay, I got it. Carr threw for more yards. That's crazy. Bro, we not that good, but Carr has a lot of bad traits. Carr does have a lot of bad traits. But like you're telling me you guys are just naming the flaws that he has. Every quarterback has flaws. You guys are the same people that tell me that Justin Herbert is the most hyped quarterback of all time. So your opinion on quarterbacks to me really doesn't fucking matter. Because you won't admit that Justin Herbert is good. But I'm supposed to respect your opinion when you talk about Derek Carr? Doubt it. Not likely. Where did STL go? I told him he didn't have the super chat. He could have just got a comment on for free. How are we fine week 1? How many years, bruh? Yo, it is what it is. I don't know, man. It sound like you need to get a hobby, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You act like you played. You act like you played. I don't understand. Like, it's one game of the season. Like, I don't understand. Did you just bet your whole house on this shit? Like, it's one game of the season. Carr was going too hard. You can tell mentally he was hyped and wants to fulfill these high expectations, pressure himself and his passes. Ready to take what's up with it, my boy. I think that Derek Carr was, and I agree to some extent because I was saying it during the game, it just seemed like he was trying to do too much. But at the end of the day, you get the ball in your hands 100% of the time, right? Before you hand it off or before you throw a pass. And I just think Derek Carr has to just make better decisions with the ball. And it's easy for me to say on my couch, right? He has 1.8 seconds to make that decision with Bosa and Mac bearing down on him. So yeah, it could look funny. But the crazy thing is that the same people that's complaining about the turnovers will complain that Derek Carr doesn't try to make a play. He gives up on the play. He throws it out of bounds. He takes a sack. And now he's trying to push the ball, force the issue, and y'all are still bitching. Y'all still bitching. Where does STL go? STL fucking bounced. He said, nah, yo, I ain't want that type of smoke. Carr will be just fine. I don't know how this turns into just a Derek Carr conversation. I don't know how. Did we get one fucking sack today? We got arguably 2 of the top 10 pass rushers in the NFL. We didn't get one sack. That's not alarming to anybody? Come on, man. Come on. We didn't get one sack? STL Dame, I'm still waiting for you to tell me how I made any excuses or defended Derek Carr's interceptions today. Tell me. Because you literally came out the side of your face and said you are making excuses. Come on. Tell me when I said that. But what I'm saying is, listen, you can blame Derek Carr. That's fine. I'm not here to argue with you. Okay, I was told a long time ago, don't argue with fools because from a distance, people can't tell who is who. So if you want to say it's Derek Carr's fault, I'm okay with that. But for a defense that everybody told me is the reason why we won, we were in the game, we didn't get no sacks? How many TFLs did we get? So if you're going to tell me Carr can step up, fucking Max Crosby can step up and get a sack. Chandler Jones can step up and get a sack. Bring some pressure with Diablo. But y'all don't want to hear that because y'all will make the conversation a narrative of, oh, you never blame Derek Carr, but you blame the defense. No, I'm just saying everybody could get better, including Derek Carr. And I think Derek Carr is good enough to know that he can't play like this the whole season. I think Derek Carr would know that he was playing outside of his realm and outside of what his abilities are. Because I even thought Derek Carr was throwing the ball way harder than normal. Some of the passes were ducks. Derek Carr just didn't look good today. He didn't look comfortable at all. But you got to give some of that credit to the Chargers. Carr can't run for his life. He shouldn't have to. He's the fucking quarterback, not the running back. He shouldn't have to. Carr be fine, man. Carr be fine. Carr's a top echelon quarterback. I think my phone's about to die, yo. So I'm about to get up out of here so I don't have no weird shit where my phone just freezes and shit. But yeah, yo. I appreciate everybody pulling up. I'm about to get up out of here. Caping for Carr Season 1, Episode 1 will be... I'll be dropping a live this week doing that. I'll also drop a little game recap tomorrow for what I think the Raiders need to do. But at the end of the day, bro, like... This game could have went either way, and it didn't go in our favor, and we know why it didn't go in our favor. But for some of y'all that's just crying, and for some of the people that I respect that I'm seeing on here with these tweets is just so irresponsible for what the message needs to be, what the mission needs to be. Like how to lead by example as just even being a fan, being somebody that has a platform. Some of the shit I'm seeing out here is fucking disgusting. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. But yeah, yo, look, tough loss today. I think the Raiders will right the ship. I don't think that means that they're going to be Super Bowl contenders yet. I think we got a long way to go. I think we got a lot of building to do, a lot of learning to do, a lot of we just got to get better. We just got to get better. Derek Carr needs to play better. Josh McDaniels needs to coach better. We got to get more pressure. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And salute to the chat, yo. I love the toxic chat. I love that shit. I'm comfortable in this atmosphere. I am so comfortable. Okay, like trust me. Okay, hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. Y'all go drink, y'all go smoke, do whatever you want to do, but just be safe, yo. Don't do nothing stupid. Oh, STL Dame said we're contenders. Oh, STL Dame, please, yo. Somebody flag that motherfucker because he can't be thinking with a. He don't got a full deck. All right, Eva. Appreciate the Super Crosby showed up with some pressure, but I didn't see Chandler Jones where he at, still on the plane. See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. That's a cop-out, too. That's a cop-out, too. Because you like Max Crosby. So you'll say, he showed up with some pressures, but I didn't see Chandler Jones at all. Neither one of them got a sack. Fuck a pressure mean to me. Huh? I'm in the results business, okay? But yo, like I was saying before, man, I appreciate everybody. Subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. Both at Raider Honcho. Yeah, man, I got some shit coming this week. Be safe, man. You know, as always, till the next time. Raider Honcho out.